What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Nobody's spitting on this shit here. It's dope. How you guys doing? Come vibe with me. Big hungry. What it do, boy? What it do? Hey, you such a fag. You such a fag. What it do? Hey, let's talk. Let's talk. Hey, another Airbnb booking. We straight winning, dog. I'm telling you, that's the play. That's the play right now. Also, I got that Pembroke Pines house under contract. As of tonight, we gonna see what happen tomorrow. I think the other people had backed out. So, let me know if I'm breaking up, if you guys can hear me or anything like that. Like, you know, 'cause I can't see shit. You know, how you guys doing? So, let's talk. Huh? You ready to drive? Shit. Oh, actually, I do got something for you though. I do got something for you, dog. We will be. I may have some people coming down in March, and I'm gonna need you to drive for them. So, no, I'm gonna tell you the more details about that shit. So let's talk, man. Let's talk real estate. Let's talk mindset. Let's talk real estate. Let's talk Airbnb. Let's talk investments. Let's talk mindset. Man, let's talk about all that shit, man, because I'm sitting up here reflecting. I'm sitting up here thinking, like, man, sometimes I be like, man, how the fuck did I get here? Like, you know, it was all part of the plan, and I'm grateful. But, you know, it's times where I be thinking, like, man, this shit worked. Like, you know, this shit worked for real. So I have to kind of collect myself, because one thing I try not to do is get too high on myself, and I try not to get too low on myself, right? Because, you know, the one thing about this business and coming up is, like, I'm no better than nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not better than nobody, dog. I'm straight from out the mud. I'm figuring this shit out as I go along. People think I just got this shit figured out, and I do for the most part. Like real estate, but I got that shit on smash. You know what I'm saying? Real estate, I don't know everything in real estate, but the shit I do know, I'm telling you, dog. Like I'm telling you, fool. This shit love. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing you have to do is, man, you got to trust the process. You know what I'm saying? You got to trust the process, man. You got to believe. Like, you got to believe in you. Think about this, man. You're doing something, for the most part, when you're doing something that nobody else is doing. Now, more and more people are starting businesses, right? Antoine, Jada, Jasma, Be Hungry, what up? All right, Alex, who else on here? JJ Holiday, what up? What up? Jennifer, hey, what's up? So check the beat. And if I missed you, I apologize. You know, just hit me with the wave button, hit the love button, hit the like button, whatever that is. You know, let me know that you fucking with it. You know, but the whole thing is, man, more and more people are starting businesses, especially like young black entrepreneurs. You know, more minorities or whatever is becoming more woke about what up, Ed, what up? About, you know, building wealth and getting money and trying something different and going against the grain from what our grandparents and our parents have did and all that stuff. So we can't keep using that excuse of, oh, we don't know. You want to, at some point, you got to educate your goddamn self. You can't keep using the same fucking excuse over and over and over and over again, dog. Like, you got YouTube, you got Google, you got all these different outlets and sources. You got Instagram, you got TikTok, you got Facebook. Like, you have to put yourself in an environment and block out the noise, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much shit to consume. Like, I literally, and like I said, I'm not better than nobody, but the one thing I always did, right? Like, even when it came to Facebook, when I used to see, like, certain pages, I would go look and see who else on what I'm on, right? Trey, what up? You stupid. So I would go and see who on what I'm on. Like, what are they watching? Like, okay, let's say like the Shade Room, right? Shade Room, it'll be, I don't follow the Shade Room, but I'm just using this as an example, right? Shade Room will have me and about fucking 300 other people I know following that page, right? But then when I go to a page like fucking Mark Zuckerberg, his name is Zuck on Instagram, is me and 4 other people that like that follow his page. And it's like that is the gap right there. That is the gap of why most people don't have the mindset or the mind capacity to build something bigger than themselves, man. And it all starts with what you see daily. What these 2 things here, these right here, is what you see daily, dog. And people underestimate that shit. What do you consume your time with? Like, you know, I think everybody, like, I love a good debate, right? So I watch sports shows. I watch, like, Undisputed. I watch First Take. Those are my sports things, you know. And I love the going back and forth with sports because I'm always connected. But just like I have multiple TVs in my office and in my home, right? I have one TV on like sports all day. I got one TV like MSNBC Money, where it's like the Money Channel. That's where the stock market and all that stuff, they show all that shit at. And then I have like a real estate market. I mean the real estate, because that's something I look at every day. I look at the market, and now I added CNN. I'm actually going to buy another TV just to put CNN. So I have all these different TVs in one spot. Like most people they come to my place, they like, why you have so many TVs in your house? All them shits, I look at all them shits daily. So now I'm starting to get more and I'm starting to like read more into politics and stuff, because politics has a lot to do with your money. You know what I'm saying? And I'll talk about that another time. So not like deep into it where, you know, like I give a fuck about who you voting for and all the other stuff, because I do believe certain things are bigger than us as individuals, you know, but we can push the agenda on some things, but that's a whole nother thing. So I'm starting to get into that, because you know what I care about? I care about making money. I care about getting money. I care about getting money. So whoever can help get us there, that's who I'm going with. That's who I'm rocking with. I used to do a lot of stuff based off emotion, but I don't really do it no more like that, because as you get older, you just get wiser. Certain things just don't make sense to you anymore, or start to make a little more sense to you, and you start to pull certain things out, like pull where you used to be out of it and where you're going, you know. So the thing is, man, you have to consume it's only 24 hours in a day. So you have to know that, okay, you know what, if I'm doing this part of the day, what can give me a competitive edge over my peers and the people that's around me? So that's the way I think. I'm always trying to get better. If I'm going to a meeting or anything, I'm listening to a podcast, I'm listening to a book, you know, I'm always trying to get better and develop myself. But you have to start with wanting change. You got to start with wanting something different. There's nothing wrong with working. I ain't shaming nobody for working. You could work your job. You could do all that stuff. And I salute you, because you got to go out there. You got to go get it. But the one thing I won't allow, if you're around me, I won't allow you to do, I would never allow you to complain about your job around me. You're not going to complain about your job around me, dog, because I'm good off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're okay with working your job, then be okay with working your job. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear shit about your boss. I don't want to hear about they got me fucked up. Either you gonna go all the way with it and get and leadership, or you just gonna continue to and be with the bullshit. It's no different from somebody telling you about their relationship. If somebody telling you that they man or they woman cheating on them, or they ain't treating you right, and they always coming to you with this shit every single day, you're gonna be like, look, I'm tired of hearing about that shit. Either you gonna leave the person or you not. Because if you ain't gonna leave the person, there's no point in even you fucking talking about it, right? So I do the same thing when it comes to, you know, working a job. I would never shame nobody for working a job, but you're not gonna come talking to me about the bullshit that go on at that job. I don't want to hear it. I don't care about it, you know, and quite frankly, I'm good off of it. You know what I'm saying? So once you get your mindset developed, right, you have to know you got to get out your comfort zone. You got to go out, you got to meet people. There'll be people that you will meet along the way Yep, I like to meet new people. Absolutely, Robert. So you know how we get down. Like, we all about stretching and getting better, right? So once you develop your mindset, once you start to develop your mindset, hey, Tamika, what's up? Eric, Tiffany, of course, Robert, that's my protege. Who else I missed real quick? Rick, Nazel Santos. I hope I pronounced that right. Tiffany, Marlo, what up, homie? What up, bro? Kim, Blade, Shamar. What are you talking about? I'm talking about real estate. I'm talking about investing. I'm talking about mindset. But it's no point in me talking about real estate and all this other stuff, man. And you don't understand, your mindset doesn't hold, that is not trained to think like an investor. If you think like an employee, it's gonna be this. You're not gonna understand what I'm talking about. You're not understand what I'm getting with, so just bear with me. So once you develop your mindset and you start reading books, white boy, what up? Once you develop your mindset, you start to read books, man. You're gonna see there's a lot of traits in yourself. You're gonna figure out some stuff about yourself. That's just really the way it is. When you're trying to get better, then you will have to understand that I will have to meet new people. You cannot get to where you want to get to without knowing somebody. If you only know the motherfuckers that you grew up with, that's where you're gonna be at, because they don't know nothing either like that. And it's not to shame them or nothing like that, but the whole thing, you only know what we know. That's it. So you have to get outside other people that think a little bit different, and don't be so caught up on, I already know that. I hate motherfuckers that say that. Oh, I already know. Oh, fool, I already know. It's like, well, why don't you do? But you are not doing what you know. If you already know, then why aren't you doing it? I already know. Oh, my cousin and my homeboy, dog, if they doing it, if they doing it, then why aren't you doing it with them? Or why aren't they further along, right? So I don't give a fuck if somebody told me 1,000 times. When one of my successful friends speak to me about something, they could have just told me that shit last week. I'ma listen and I'ma act like I heard that shit for the very first time. I'ma let that shit pierce my heart as they are talking to me, dog. And most people don't understand that. I'll never tell somebody I already know that. Never. I already know. I would say, oh, I just read that last week, or I just looked up, or I just thought about that. But never I already know. See, some people, they don't allow themselves to get out of their own fucking way. You got to learn to get out your own way with this shit. There's times, even to this day, I look at myself and I'm like, how the fuck did you get here, T? But it all was a plan. This shit was a plan. It was designed. Everything I do, I try to calculate that shit. You know what I'm saying? I try to calculate it, dog. That's how I know so many high net worth people. Check out my stories. If you know my stories, if you see my stories, I'm always trying to put some type of motivation into my stories, right? I be with my friends. Sometimes I ride in their car. Sometimes I ride in my car. That's the thing that I love. Let's say my car in the shop, or my car's being rented out. Like, like this weekend, my fucking Maybach wasn't rented out, so I just picked it up. But you know how much discipline you got to have? You know how much discipline you got to have these fucking cars, these glamorous toys, and be disciplined enough to know that, I'm not going to fucking drive it. I'm not going to stunt. You know why? Because I'm all about making $1 off of it. You understand what I'm saying? So that takes a different level, a way of thinking. So if I say, hey, man, they're like, hey, man, are you coming out with the fellas this weekend? Hey, man, my fucking car rented out, or it's in the shop, or, or it's at Fort Lauderdale, whatever it is. Oh, don't worry about that, bro. I'll come get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, or no, meet us at the spot, man. You just roll with me. You like, how you get in circles like that? You have to purposely put yourself in an environment. You got to add value to people. You got to know to add value to people. That means you're bringing something to the table for people. See, most people, they come as takers. They trying to take from people. They trying to steal all the knowledge. Let me get all the knowledge. You got to know to put knowledge out there. Tell people what you know. Even if you think you don't know something, there's somebody on the other side of the track that didn't know what you know, or grew up how you grew up. So you have to add that. Add that value to people. Stop trying to take from people and add value. You know what I'm saying? I'm to the point now, I just give. I just give. I give away knowledge. Man, why you give away? Man, you give away the game on Facebook for free. Man, people could be buying your course more. Some people be, man, make sure they join the mentorship. Every time people get with my mentorship or they buy my course, they'll tell me they've been following me for years. They've been following me for months. They feel like they know me. They feel like this. They feel like that. And ultimately, it ends up being money, dog. You know what I'm saying? And then you graduate. You graduate and you're going to learn to do things differently, right? So I flip property, right? I'm a rehabber. That's what I do. I actually buy the property. I put my money in the property. I hire my construction team and we actually flip the property, right? I'm not a wholesaler. Wholesaling is something I don't do, right? So I used to flip property like 3, 4 at a time. I scaled back on that. You know why? Because I don't have to like that no more, right? I figured out other ways to generate money and capital. So I'd flip maybe 1 or 2 at a time. I make $100,000 each house profit, right? Because of the way I buy my deals. I buy them, I'm the connect, right? I don't have to go to a wholesaler. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that because I know how to actually find the deals. I know how to go get the houses. I know how to negotiate the deals simply because I'm the one that's really buying it, right? So if I make $100,000 each house, right? Let's say I do 2 deals at a time. I do 2 and I do 3 at a, no, I mean in threes. No, 2 at a time and I do it 3 times. That's $600,000 that I'm making off flipping the property, right? Now at that point, I could use that bread. I could go buy me an apartment complex, which I have a 5-unit. I have a 5-unit apartment building, right? I can go get me single family homes. I can go get me condos. I love condos. I love condos, right? So, and then I got into the Airbnb game. I got 7 Airbnbs right now. I'm finna get my 8th and 9th, right? Within a matter of a couple weeks, it'll be furnished, and by the end of the month, it'll be both up and running, and it'll be ready to book, right? Now, guess what I started? I started buying cars. I started investing in cars. I started using liabilities and turning them into assets. But how did I know how to do that shit? Getting around motherfuckers that know that shit. Getting around people that's really rich. Like, people, like, look, I was just with my buddy the other day. We was driving, we was together. Or whatever, and he was in the back of my Maybach, right? And worth about 30 million. You know what I'm saying? He's not worth a ton like some of the people I know, but he's worth about 30 million. Why the fuck would he want to hang with a guy that's from Carroll City, Myrtle Grove, Carroll City? Because of the vibe that I have, the vibe that I give off. I don't want to take nothing from you. I want to add to you, right? People invite me to their house. Guess what I do? I bring a bottle of champagne. I bring an expensive bottle of champagne. Yeah, it may cost me a couple $100 a bottle of champagne, but guess what? They appreciate that because so many of people are always taking from them. So when they come in and people add value to them that don't want nothing from them, I don't want nothing from you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want good vibes. I want the knowledge, but I'm willing to pour into you first. I'm willing to give to you first before you actually give to me. And guess what? If it's not like that, then I'll take the L. Because I know my intentions are pure. I know my heart is pure. And some of you guys' heart is not, y'all not pure. They see the agenda. They see what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? How did you build capital to do your first flip? I took money from my 401k. I took money from my retirement, dog. When everybody called me fucking stupid for doing it. And then guess what now? I got more people doing that shit. It's more people doing that because more people are woke now. You know what I'm saying? They're woke. They understand that leaving your money in the bank, leaving your money in these places, you're not generating nothing. Now if you don't have let's say you don't have no savings, you don't have nothing, you ain't got no retirement. You don't know nothing about investing. I will always recommend you to keep your money where it's at. Because the thing is, you know how disciplined you got to be with money. Like, dog, you got to be very disciplined with money. This is some money that I have here. And this is like pocket change. And the thing that I love about, having money, especially like this particular money, is the fact that GFS, I used to work at GFS, right? Which is Gordon Food Service. It was a food distributing company. And I was making about 20 bucks an hour when I left, right? Or probably a little more than that. Well, a little more than that, an hour. But the way we got paid incentive and stuff based on your performance too. But the thing I love about having money, dog, that this didn't come from a company. This money was, I made this money. I created this money. This is not old money. This is new money. So I'm new money. So the thing that I love about having money and capital is I'm self-made. So when I tell people I'm self-made, I mean that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean that shit, dog. I mean that. But you got to believe in something bigger than yourself, dog. You got to believe in something bigger than yourself. Some of you guys believe in God and this other stuff, which you got to believe in a higher power. But some of you guys rely on like God and stuff too much. At some point, you got to go put in the work yourself. You got to walk through that door your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? You have to know. You have to walk in excellence, dog. You got to know that shit. Even when you don't know it, you got to be so confident in yourself that I'm going to make it, dog. Because you got to be very delusional. When everybody else telling you that shit not going to work, you going against the grain. That shit can work and beat you the fuck down if you're not built from the right stuff, dog. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah. I love you. Love you, auntie. So the thing is you have to understand that everybody not going to see your vision. It's not for everybody, dog. This journey is not for everybody. Everybody not going to get it. They ain't going to understand that shit. They going to be like, man, why are you doing this? Or why she doing that? Or what they doing is stupid, dog. I done heard every fucking thing you could possibly think of, dog. But I'm built different from motherfuckers, dog. Now, would it piss you off? Absolutely, that shit'll piss you off. You would want to fucking put your hand around certain people's neck, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, dog, you have to know this shit gonna work. When you put in the work too much, when you put in that work and you do that shit every fucking day, I'm talking about like clockwork, you cannot be denied. You will be successful. Most people quit too soon. Most people quit too soon, dog. I promise you, dog. When people be telling me how long they did real estate, or I've been doing this shit 3 months, or I've been doing this shit 6 months, that shit not long enough, dog. You got to, I'm telling you, man, I know that I'm fired up tonight, but you guys got to understand, because I be thinking, how the fuck did I get here, dog? You know what I'm saying? How did I get here? How the fuck can I drive a $300,000 car? How the fuck can I have a $200,000 car? How the fuck can we live nice? How the fuck can I own all this property? How can I, how did all this happen? It happened over time, dog. It happened over time. It was a thing called compound interest. When you start building, your work will begin to work for you. People will begin to talk about you. Share this video. Share. I don't know who need to hear this shit. Share this video, y'all. Y'all fucking with it. Share it. You know what I'm saying? People need to see this, dog, because like I said, dreads and gold teeth. Dog, y'all motherfuckers think I be playing. I would never change my ID. I would never, ever change my ID. That's my ID, dog. Look how I look. And I love this picture. I love this picture, dog. Dreads, gold teeth. What you see right there? When my staff, when police officers, I don't really get pulled over now or whatever, nothing like that, right? But the whole thing is, when I swipe my card somewhere, right, and I have to show them the ID sometimes, right, and they'll look and they'll be looking like, that's you? And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'll never change this fucking picture, dog. I'll never change this picture, fool. I'll never change it. Forever and ever and ever. That's me. I'm proud of who I am. I know where the fuck I come from. I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? People don't even know. I've been playing chess a long motherfucking time. A long time. I start to set myself up around people and around things. And even if I had to pay the cost to eat that shit, I did it, dog, because I knew I had a certain agenda. You get what I'm saying? When I was working, I used to tell people that that I owned a real estate company. Even though I didn't own any real estate like that yet. I was with my homeboy. I used to be like, oh, I own a real estate company. And I remember, like, Of course, it got back to some of my coworkers and shit like that. And people were talking shit. And it was all good. I just like to bring that up. Like, it's no better because I understand now. But I know it's people out there going through that shit, dog, the way I went through that shit. When it came to coworkers, when it came to family, when it came to friends. They not going to understand that shit, dog. They not going to get that motherfucker. I promise you they not. So you know what I learned to do? I learned to just be the nigga that they know. I just learned to be the nigga that they know, dog. I don't even come around in my cars like that. Or I don't even, like, I just be Terrence. I be Lucky. I be Luck, man. That's my homeboy Luck. You know what I'm saying? I learned to just be Terry. I just learned to be the nephew, the grandson, the brother. You know what I'm saying? The nephew. I just learned to just be myself. I don't talk about, when I'm around family and friends, I don't talk about real estate. I don't talk about business. I talk about whatever you want to talk about because my mental capacity is so, and I'm not better than nobody, but I'm trying to drive home a point because I'm not better than anybody. But my mental capacity when it comes to wealth and money and business is so far ahead of them that they wouldn't even understand what the fuck they'll get lost. So it's easier for me to come down to them than it is for them to come up to me, because to come up to me is gonna take them a while. Developing your mindset is a muscle. Your mind is a muscle. You got to work that shit out, dog. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm pulling 225 on a muscle and they just getting on a bench, they not gonna understand that shit. So it's easier for me to drop the weights in my mind, just using the analogy in my mind, to come down to them and talk about whatever it is that they want to talk about. But the whole thing is, when I'm done talking about whatever ignorant shit that is we talking about, I promise you I'll leave that shit at the door. I don't even bring that motherfucker in the car with me, dog. I could sit up there and talk about, oh yeah, man, oh man, that out there wilding, man, them niggas out there wilding. You know how I mean? I could go out there and talk that hood shit, and I'll hang up the fucking phone, and I promise you, I could call somebody else and talk straight business. Man, how you doing? Hey man, so did you guys close that deal? So what was the KPI? What was the ROI on that? Okay, can you send me all the numbers to my email? Great. Okay, cool. I'm on my way to my home office right now. Man, I switch up that shit so motherfucking good. You wouldn't even know. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know, because you gotta learn you gotta know to talk with some sense, dog. You know what I'm saying? But it all starts with getting out of your own fucking way. You got to know how to get out your own way, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, for me, I just always make sure I have some pocket change. Like I had this the same, look, I had this money so long, right here, look, this shit is folded. It's been in my little thing for so fucking long that that my money is folded. But ask yourself this: do you have money? Do you have money for for an emergency? Right? So you guys know, so some of you guys know that my wife just had a baby. My baby Zuri, you know, she usually posts her all the time. And guess what? You know what the doctor said? The doctor said that before we had to leave, I had to pay a $2,400 balance, right? I had to pay $2,400 before I leave. Now, she got insurance. She got some really great insurance. But, you know, insurance don't cover everything. Just the way it is. She had a baby. Having a baby costs money right there. We don't have no Medicaid. We don't got none of that. That's an emergency. Guess what I did? Oh, yeah, I sure do. Oh, it's 20% if you pay today. We give you 20% off if you pay today. Guess what I did? I paid that shit today. I paid that shit the day of. You got what I'm saying? Like, that's an emergency. When I go to the dentist and I get these teeth cleaned and they need that balance, whatever that balance may be, that's an emergency. I got that. And then guess what? I make sure I'm not paying for it. The passive income allows me the freedom to pay for things. So once you get things to buy back your freedom, the way you do that is you have see, some of you guys look at $400-500 a month and frown upon that shit. You frown upon that shit. It's like, oh, well, if I'm only getting paid $500 a month off this investment, that's not enough. But you don't even understand. You get enough of those, you cannot quit your job. The only reason why you work, and keep it real, you don't work for your kids. Keep it real. You work because you owe a motherfucker. You work because you owe bills. That's just the way it is. People work because they owe bills. You owe people. You feel me? That's just the only reason why we work. Because bills are due every fucking month. But guess what? Success is a bill that's due every fucking day. You got to get out and put in that work every single day. And then what will happen is your work will begin to work for you. Your work will begin to work for you. It will be a point when people speak so good about you that you don't even have to be there. There's people that jump in my inbox that follow me and say, somebody talk good about you. My friend referred me to you. You know why? Because I put out information. I give off good energy. I'm not a dickhead. I can be an asshole. If anybody that work with me and work for me, I can't be an asshole. I can't lie about that because I'm very tough on people. Because I have this level of expectation of excellence when you're working with me and working for me. That's because I expect the most. Let's get the best out of you. You get what I'm saying? And if you ain't fucking with that, I don't want to fuck with you. I've always been that way. I'm the friend you say, hey T, hey man, I'm about to go buy me a car, right? This is me. If we going on a Chevy dealer, I want you to get the SS. Why are we looking at the base model? We ain't fucking with the base model, man. We gonna go for the best. My girl told me that, damn, babe, it's hard to be your friend because you'll have a bitch go broke. But that's just the way I am. I don't want, nah. And I'm saying like I want something for you. But I'm just saying I'm not that dude that say, oh, why you got to get that? Oh, you trying to outshine me? I don't give a fuck what I got. I want you to have better than me, dog. I'm not wired like that. This shit not competition. I ain't in competition with my dog. I'ma put you on. Hey, get this property over here. Go do this. Nah, put that investment over there. Nah, make it happen. Let's get some money together. I don't want to make no money off of you. I want to make money with you, nigga. And that's the thing that niggas don't understand. If I present you with an opportunity, you could cash flow $400 or $500 a month. Motherfucker, that's that Lexus. That's that Mercedes-Benz. Now you driving in the car that you're not paying for. Anybody that been caught up in a fucking car note know that shit is brutal. Car notes can be very fucking brutal. But guess what? If you got an investment paying for it, you got a property paying for it, you straight. Now I'm doing the Airbnb thing. Fuck with me with the Airbnb thing. Fuck with me. You know why? Because niggas getting money with me with it. You get what I'm saying? My service is $15,000 for the for the Airbnb, $10,000 for the mentorship. $10,000 for the mentorship is an investment within yourself. I teach you how to flip properties. There's two 22-year-old dudes. One just turned 23. He's on the live probably still. The man 22 years fucking old. And the man made $75,000 in 1 week based off the shit that I taught him. But it took him to do the work, dog. He had to get in it and put in that work and put in that. Once I gave him the game, he had to go lay down the foundation. You get what I'm saying? So when I'm hearing these 30-year-old people telling me that they can't do it, I ain't trying to hear that shit. These new niggas, these young niggas, man, they out here getting it. They out here getting it. I know we could talk shit about the millennials and Generation X. I think they call them Gen X. I think we the millennials, but we the older millennials. But the whole thing is, there's so much fucking money out here. It's crazy. You get what I'm saying? The thing is, are you willing to think outside the box to get it? Are you willing to put up some of your own money to get it? Are you? Some of y'all so attached. This is just money. You know what a motherfucker taught me? I'm going to go call him a motherfucker. God worth $300 million. He's my friend. I got his number in my fucking phone. I got his number in my phone. $300 million. The man got $1 billion worth of real estate. I be at his house down there every weekend. My kids be at his house. You know what he told me about money? You know what he said about this shit here? No, this shit is good to have. It's good to flex for the ground. It's good to, the flex, because this is what motherfuckers care about, especially us. You know what he told me about money? Money not worth a motherfucking thing until you buy something. He said money ain't shit until you buy something. In order for money to be valuable, you gotta buy some shit with it, dog. And I know I'm fired up, but I want you guys to feel me. You guys got to feel me. Money is not worth shit until you buy something, dog. It's not worth anything. So why the fuck would you want to go buy a Louis bag? And don't get me wrong, I love Louis bags. But I want to drive home a point. Okay? I want to drive home a point. If this can make you money, why the fuck aren't you doing it? You gotta spend money anyway. You might as well send these motherfuckers out there to work. Okay, so what? This $100, you will make 10% of $100. That's $10 fucking dollars. What's wrong with making $10 on $100? You gotta spend it anyway. You might as well buy something that can yield a return every fucking month. Money is not worth a goddamn thing. I go broke for this shit. The minute I get money, I go buy property. I go buy an Airbnb. I go buy a rental. Now, when I do save up the bulk of my money, I go buy a fucking exotic car. I go buy exotic cars now. You know why? Because the shit's pay me $1,000 and $1,300 a goddamn day. Y'all gotta feel me, dog. Y'all gotta feel me, fool. And I know I'm fired up. And I'ma laugh at this video. Y'all laughing. Y'all can laugh at this video. But you guys gotta understand. Money isn't anything. It's fucking paper. Niggas kill for this shit. We'll die for this shit. But at least if you're gonna die for it, at least have something there for your fucking kids that they can reap the benefits off of. You see people renting, right? You ain't never seen me ever put on fucking Facebook that rent due. You know why? Because I'm the motherfucker collecting it. And that's all it's about. It used to take me forever to find a crib and find investments. I do this shit with my fucking eyes closed. I was just telling Charlie Nakia this, Charlie Flanders. I said, Charlie, it was a point in time when we had a business and we started a business, it used to take me fucking forever to get this shit going. This week, I'll come out with a idea this week, and I'll launch that shit tomorrow. You understand what I just told you? I'll launch this shit tomorrow, dog. You feel me? I know I'm fired up, man. Y'all, I apologize. I'm yelling, I'm screaming. I'm sorry, y'all. You guys gotta understand, man. I'm just sick of this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of the bullshit, man. I'm sick of the shit that some of you guys that been rocking with me a long time and you know me. You really gonna let me be rich by my goddamn self? Nigga, you know I'll give you the game. If you know me, you know the type of nigga that I am. I'll give you the game. Come to my workshop, February 22nd. It's only $150. You get to meet me. You get to get the knowledge. Why not? I know, my bad. I'm yelling. I'm sorry. But you know what's so funny? We talk like this all the time amongst each other, though. My buddies and I, we talk like this. We yell at each other. We get on each other. We hold each other accountable. And that's the kind of people that you want around you. You understand? So let me go back. I'm sorry, you guys. Man, y'all should come to the Hustlers Workshop, dog. Y'all would love the Hustlers Workshop. You know why? Because we give it to you real. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that, homie. Never been stingy with the game. I'm willing to give you the game. Now I just say, hey, come to my workshop. You want to learn? Damn, all I charge is $150. They ain't getting rich off $150. Damn, I know I'm worth more than that. But then if you catch it early like you do today, $75. That's it. That's all that shit is. My mentorship, $10,000. I coach you for 6 months, $7,500 if it's 3 months. If you need them, if you want to learn, if you're really serious about learning, and I hold your hand every step of the way. I'll teach you how to do it, no matter what market you're in. Some people ask me, "Oh man, I'm in this market, but what you teach work in this market?" Let me ask you this: if you got people, you got foreigners that come from these other countries, they come in your market and they buy property and they don't know a lick of English. How? It's numbers. If you know your numbers, you're good in investing. If you don't know numbers, you'll have a really tough time. You don't have to know arithmetic. Shit, not fucking calculus. It's not none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not none of that stuff, dog. So you got to understand and you got to know that investing takes time. Put your money back into the business and repeat the process. Absolutely. And that's what I do. I came up with Hustlers. I'm not Hustlers Workshop. I came up with Work, Strive, Grind back in 2014. It was my real estate company. Many people thought it was a workout company, like a fitness company, because I used to run a lot. And then Work, Strive, Grind birthed Beautiful Properties. Beautiful Properties birthed Hustler's Workshop. Look, you see what I got? I got on my own apparel. You see that? Wealth. Get money. This is the second round of shirts. I got Pay Me in Equity and I got the regular shirts, right? I got notebooks. Hustler's Workshop. The Entrepreneur edition. I got product. I put money back into my business. The hats is $20. The shirts is $20. Hats is $20. Shirts is $20. Agenda books is $40. I put money back into my business. All right. So you guys gotta understand that it takes time to build a business. You want to be rich now, or do you want to be rich forever? Ask yourself that. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and look at some of these questions because I know that you guys are asking questions and I didn't get to it, so I apologize. I made $100K in 6 years. Absolutely. Success don't take that long. Absolutely, it doesn't. It takes 1 year of sacrifice. Learned a lot attending your workshop last year. Grateful for your help looking at investing in tax liens. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, dog. Terrence, we will be praying to God for a wooden table and a wooden chair, and God will be saying, that's why I made trees. Go build it yourself. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going through your stuff, so bear with me, you guys. If you guys got a question or anything, I just want to acknowledge it, because if you want to live, I want to acknowledge you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be doing so much other shit, but you here listen to this madman screaming at you guys and curse out you guys. But you guys got to understand, wealth is not built in a day, man. It is a repeated process over time. Sometimes it takes 10 to 15 years to be successful. Yes, absolutely, but it depends on what you're doing. Because now with the power of social media, you can now cut that time down. All right? Need to find out what to do with these bags. Absolutely. Put them up. Speak what you see until you see what you say. Thank you. Somebody gets it. You got to speak shit into existence. Even if nobody else see it, you got to see it. And there will be people that clown you. And they will call you a fraud. And they will call you a liar. But when you walking in essence, you know what you're doing. You got to talk that talk. You got to, however you see yourself in 5 years, you got to be that person today. Because that's the only way you become that person in 5 years. You got to practice the good habits today. You get what I'm saying? Hustle Workshop Saturday. Get your tickets. Actually, it's February 22nd. It is next week, Saturday. All right, financial freedom feels good. Absolutely. God damn it, it does, man. Real shit. Hustlers Workshop. Fire. Appreciate it. How much money you put up? I think I told you guys $50,000. I put up $50,000 back in 2015. No, 14. 50. You know what? I say that shit loosely because it's like $50,000 is like, that's not a lot of money to me now. I mean, it is a significant amount of money. It is a significant amount, but it's not a lot of money. Let's just say that way. But I did that shit when I was working. I was working a job. You know how scary that shit is, man? You know what I'm saying? Facts. Gotta steal that saying. I can't remember what I said. I was probably saying so much shit. I'm charged up. Assets over liabilities. Rest in peace to my ears. My bad. Passion. Yeah, if you wanna. You never been stingy with the game. Never been. Need to apologize. That's that shit I need to hear. Getting my first wholesale deal by the end of the month. What would you suggest I do next? Close on that shit. You already said what you gonna do. Close on that shit. All right? Put your money back into your business and repeat. Let me print those. Print what? Print these? Man, how much you gonna charge for these, man? Because I'm sure you probably could do it cheaper than what I get it. But inbox me. Man, look, man, I'm going to be honest with you, too. If you guys inbox me and I haven't responded, you guys got to stay on top of me, no homo, about with that. Because y'all got to understand, man, people inbox me all the time. And they want to engage in conversations, and I can't. I simply can't, because a lot of times when I do get on social media, y'all see my long-ass posts I write. That shit be taking me time. I be thinking that, like, sometimes I have to write that shit. I have to say that shit in my notes and then come back sometimes because I'm always on the move. So if you guys inbox me and you guys want to work with me, you want to do something, you guys got to stay on top of me. If you guys really want to do something, you will be consistent. The same way you fill out an application, once you call a job over and over, like, hey, did you get my application? Did you get this? You get that? So try to do that same thing with me, because you got to be persistent with me, because I'll be honest, I don't answer the inboxes like I'm supposed to. You know, and I know it's a bad habit I got. Maybe I should put somebody on it, but I just really do be busy, dog. Like, I be busy as fuck. So let me print those Rich Forever Generations, my idol. Hey, you shout out. Is your workshop only on the Airbnb? No, I don't teach Airbnb. I do not teach Airbnb. Airbnb is a service. Do I go over it? Absolutely, because I tell you what it's about while you're there. It's pretty much automation. It's pretty much me finding the property for you, which I already got the properties, okay? Helping you furnish it, all the other stuff. We already got the furniture. We got everything. We already got everything in place. The only thing you're doing is putting up the money to get the place and you cash flowing. The same way they do the Amazon automation business, where you got to pay for the service, you got to pay for your store, you got to buy the inventory for your store, then you cash flow, and then it runs on automation. You don't have to worry about that. All you got to do is collect. My people, the people that got Airbnbs with me made, after everything was paid out, each person probably walked away with like $1,000 for that weekend alone. You get what I'm saying? And we didn't even mud it like that. We could have mudded that shit, but the one thing you never want to do in business is be greedy. I seen Airbnbs, all kind of money. And I was laughing. I'm like, y'all really think y'all gonna get that? Like, y'all really think people not stupid, dog? People know when they being taken advantage of. Like, you have to be fair to people. You got to be able to make your money and be satisfied with that sale, right? So let's check the beat, right? I go in the Polo outlet, right? I like to shop at the Polo outlet. I can go to Macy's. I can afford to go to Macy's. But why would I go to Macy's to buy a Polo when the outlet is the outlet and I can get it cheaper, right? So, and the outlet always saying 30% off, 25% off, 50% off, right? I'll go over there and I'll go rack up a whole bunch of shit. But you don't even realize Polo and Macy's is premium. They made their money. But also at the outlet, Polo made their money still. They still made that money. But I'm not looking at Polo making their money. You know why? Because I'm looking at the money and what I benefited from it and the money that I saved. You get what I'm saying? So the same thing you want to do in business. You never want to be greedy. You always want a customer to have that experience like, I got it. Man, I got way more than what I paid for. Think about how you feel as a customer. If you get way more than what you paid for, you're not even tripping off what you paid. You got your money's worth. So the same thing got to happen in business. Where we scale the market. Man, we booked up for February. We booked up for March. The cars is doing well. All that shit. And I got a couple people doing the car thing. But that's big money. You got to have at least $50,000 ready to go in order for that to happen. So I don't even pitch that to like the masses. You know, I just kind of go to, you know, the people that I know that really got it with that. Yo, what up? Jack Daniel, what up? Marty, Leah, David Williams. Never pay full price for anything if you don't have to. Absolutely. I always tell people that. But, you know, I just let people spend their money how they want to spend their money. I always tell people if you paid market price, you paid too much for it, more than likely. You have to know how to negotiate. And me, man, I love negotiating. That's the business that I'm in. I negotiate. You get what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it, man. I don't want to bore you guys anymore and yell at you guys any more than what I have already done, man. I really appreciate you guys rocking with me. You know, I was watching Shooter. What's this? The movie Shooter, dog. I'm just chilling. Like I said, dog, I love my car, man. This is my dream car. Like, I don't know if y'all know that. The Maybach is my dream sedan, right? And I have it. Like, that should be like, whoa. And then like the house we stay in, where we stay at, like stay in the area I want to stay in, feel like that shit just be crazy. You know, I'll probably get a bigger house later this year now, but you know, the whole thing is, though, you wanna develop your mindset. And appreciate you, Charlene. The whole thing is, man, I'm passionate about this shit because I'm just like y'all, dog. I'm a young black guy out of Myrtle Grove, Carroll City. You guys know Carroll City because of Flo Rida and Rick Ross from Carroll City, right? And then there's a section in Carroll City called Myrtle Grove, right? And Ross, shout out to Ross. Ross shouted us out in the song Vegas Residency in his latest album, Port of Miami 2, and he was like, bring it back to Myrtle Grove. He said in that song, and he actually shouted out with the hood that I'm from. Dog, I'm not an athlete, right? I'm not an athlete. I don't rap. I don't sing. I don't have no type of like physically talent or nothing like that. I'm not fucking 6'5". I can't dunk a basketball. I can't, I mean, I could throw a football, but not like that. Like, not the way they do. I could catch the football, but not the way they catch the football. And I'm damn sure I'm not, I mean, I'm fast, but I ain't 4.5, 4.3 fast. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not that dude. I just really use my brain and my surroundings to get the edge. And if you understand that, if you understand how to do that, you could too. You just got to know to use the resources around you and use the people around you to make it happen. And the way you do that is getting outside your comfort zone. You cannot stay where you are and get to where you're trying to go. You can't. You can't. You got to move your feet one in front of the other, dog. You feel me? Like, you guys got to understand something, man. Building wealth, people throw around that term loosely. Generational wealth. Building wealth for my family. And I don't want to shit on you, right? But I'm going to keep it real with you. You cannot build generational wealth until you get rich yourself. Listen to what I'm telling you. You got to get rich yourself in order for you to build generational wealth. How the fuck you gonna build generational wealth for your kids when you not rich? Y'all really think y'all kids want that life? I'm telling you, because I have a fucking teenager. I have a 12-year-old that will be a teenager this year. These kids would give you they fucking ass to kiss. You hear what I'm telling you? And I love my babies. Love my kids. But they don't want that shit, man. Look, they want what come along with it, like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry to hear that, Tashara. I didn't know that. Sorry to hear that, man. Wow, man, you really fucked up my thing with that one. Wow. You fucked up. Damn, I didn't know that. Let me make a hard left. Prayers, mama. Like, damn, I didn't know that. Man, I hope you fight through it, man. Y'all put the prayers up for Tashara, because she's fighting, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Wow. But I forgot what I was gonna say. That shit fucked me up. Oh, well, the thing is, you have to know. You have to be very strategic about what it is that you do, who you know, what it is that you're trying to do, because if not, you're gonna be assed out, dog. I'm just being honest. Building wealth, getting rich, it's not for everybody. That's why I don't say, let's rally all these black people together. Look, it's a jungle out here. It's in the field. Somebody gotta get got. And I'm gonna be the one doing the getting. I'm gonna be the one doing the getting. I'm not gonna get got. I got long enough. So you got to make a decision to, get rich yourself. It's okay to do it for your kids, but do it for you first. You gotta be with success. You gotta be selfish. You gotta be selfish. You gotta get it yourself, dog, and that's real. You understand? A lot of y'all want to invest, but y'all don't have no money. Invest means you have to put up money. You got to put up money to invest. But look, there's so many ways to get money. You guys got to understand. I know people that get money fast, and all they care about is getting it fast. Whatever. I wasn't rich, right? Y'all motherfuckers know me. I wasn't rich. I be chilling. I got on the fucking t-shirt, some polos, and some Jordans. That's what I got on. I have designer. I got nice stuff, but I ain't out there. I ain't out there because I value something different. So everybody got different things that they care about, and they put their money, right? You can use your credit. Okay? If you know your credit fucked up, that's okay. Let's fix that first. We don't need to be talking about investing. We don't need to be talking about no mentorship. Come to my class February 22nd. You will be changed. If you can get past cursing and swearing and being yelled at and cussed at the entire time, because I'm going to hold you accountable. We're going to hold you accountable. When you come in there, we put everything out on the table. We ain't there to judge no fucking body, because we've been fucked up too. but we take it serious. You can use your credit card. When the credit statement come in, let's use this for instance. My credit card statement come in, and it says, oh, you got 0% interest for the first 12 to 15 months. 0% interest, 0% APR, 0%. That means whatever amount of money you spend, you don't owe us interest on. You just pay us back what you owe. You can use that money to invest. I do it all the time. I just gave y'all a nugget. I do it all the time. When you start getting bid limits, other companies give you bid limits. Navy Fed giving me 50,000. American Express giving me 70,000. Discover giving me fucking 60,000. I just told you that's what about close to 200,000? $200,000 worth of credit. I can buy whatever the fuck I want to buy. I leverage that. I buy more property. I use that shit to make money. I ain't gonna fuck it off. I got the Louis bags. I got the Louis bags. I got the Louis duffel bags. I got the Louis shoes. I got the designer clothes. I got the Gucci belts. I got the jewelry. I don't wear it no more because it brings off the negative attention. I got that shit already. How many fucking Louis bags do I need? How many Louis purses my girl need? How many Louis shoes do we need? It's time to build something tangible. Build something bigger than yourself. What's up, Gene? What's up, Brittany? Build something bigger than yourself, dog. You feel me? So I'm gonna get up off this shit. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. I'm about to finish watching this movie in the back of my Maybach because I love it and I enjoy it when I have it. Because I don't have it, it's always out working. So I usually drive my Camaro around, but I just love it, man. And I'm just chilling. And I'm in the middle of no fucking well, too. I'm one of the people like, hey, somebody over there park. So they out here doing something they ain't got no business doing. I don't know if I'm going to keep this video up or not. I'm going to keep it up. But I'm going to take it down in the morning. Share this video. Go back and review it. Download it. Save it. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Because it's coming down tomorrow. I fuck with y'all. And I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. But you gotta tighten up. And you gotta get better. And you gotta be very strategic and deliberate about your money. And that's pretty much it. Hustlers Workshop is February 22nd. It's the next Hustlers Workshop. Get your tickets. hustlersworkshop.eventbrite.com. workstrivegrind@yahoo.com. You can email me for the Airbnb. And let's get some money together. You'll be making money within 30 fucking days. What else? The mentorship. workstrivegrind.com/mentorship. If you want to learn how to get started in real estate, if you need my guidance every step of the way, I'm there. So let's get it. All right. 1.